Hey Scorpio, welcome to Tourmaline Tarot. We're going to pull for the end of April and see what's going on for you. Let's see what's going on into April. 1, 2. Alright, you got one more, don't you? Alright, one more. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay, Scorpio, what are we looking at here? Temperance. Okay, that's good. King of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. So it might not be selling the sizzle, but it's super grounded. You know, you might have more of a focus on work, practical considerations, but it is kind of like a balanced internal guidance. It's not so much, you know, it's very inward because they're pouring the cups back and forth literally to themselves. But this guy's, you know, real stable. You know, he's kind of like the top tier businessy man kind of dude, really grounded. But then you also have this 3 of Pentacles, which could be some kind of collaboration where you do bring this energy into being able to work with others and come up with something else. I mean, I know it's not like, oh, it's relationships, but I feel like whatever that is, you know, because I'm pulling on Temperance, you're walking away from any kind. You're like, I'm good. You know, she's pouring the cups back and forth for herself. And you're like, no, I don't want, yeah. So you kind of lean into the work aspect of it. If you are kind of leaving stuff that's unsatisfied, you're taking the time to do the groundwork that's going to be fulfilling you, because you have 8 on 8. Remember I said this, there's more of like a divine element there. 8s usually are like, you know, the more divine-ish element, because it is the back and the forth. Literally how she's pouring the cups back and forth. The Sun. And the opportunities start actually coming up. I haven't gotten the Sun in readings for a long time, so I'm so happy to see it back. 6 of Pentacles on the King of Pentacles. Super balanced, still balanced. It's almost like the minor Temperance for me. Yeah, it's like you're figuring out who gets what. Hi. 2 6s on top of each other. 2 8s, 2 6s. Yeah, I mean, you're coming out on top. You're starting to get the recognition. You're starting to be able to put things together. Maybe the opportunities come along that allow you to work with other people in the ideas that you have. King of Wands. So this energy is getting recognized. And you're actually starting to be able to do. And remember I said it doesn't have to be a dude. But you get to cut loose a little bit. You know, the 3 of Cups there. It's like, woo, woo. And then you have 2 3s back here. 2 8s, 2 6s, 2 3s. There's something kind of bigger surrounding you. And I don't mean like, it doesn't have to be like a Gargunda spiritual woo-woo thing. But it's been, I don't want to say hard won. But now that like Scorpio starts winning, there might be a little bit of like people looking at you and being like, how'd they do that? Yeah, I'm going to get in there, figure out how Scorpio did that. How's Scorpio going to handle that? Queen of Wands. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, there's just like a, you know, you're not even biting. You're like, keep going with that. Because, you know what, this is another Scorpio card for me, but it's like whatever they're throwing at you, it's like that whole saying, it keeps coming up for me. It's like, you know, no weapon forged against me shall prosper. Nobody that goes up against Scorpio is going to prosper, because you just have this forward movement. Give me a, yeah, and it's going to just push them back. Push them back into this like thing. Let people talk, let people chatter. There, because I just think you are not biting anymore, and that almost pisses them off more than if you would, because you have such a balance that people are like, what? We got to knock Scorpio down a couple pegs. And you're like, try. Please, it'll be fun. So now we're going to do the extended Lenormand here. Yeah, just major, like, that's nice. That's cute. Okay, well, let's see what's going on with Scorpio practically for the end of April. 1, 2, 3, almost 5, 4, 5. Make a cut. There she is. Lightning. So remember I said lightning struck the tower? This is that kind of lightning. There's kind of surprise. I feel like that energy of like, what? It's kind of be like, what? You're going to be maybe a little taken back by that. But you see, they have the clover, which is like the short-term wheel of fortune for me. Or, you know, it's like you can't be touched kind of energy because you're healthy and strong and thriving. So, you know, moisturized, flourishing, and thriving. Like that's all you got to know, Scorpio. So what is this lightning bolt about? Some kind of agreement. And if this is more leaning towards the opportunity portion of stuff coming your way, there might be something that someone's like, hey, did you hear? You could do X, Y, Z. But it's something that you wanted because the ship is about kind of longing for it. Put you at a crossroads with the clover, and you might have a decision, and there's something that'll kind of add up into your stability. I do want one more on that. But you might have to move. You know, you might have to change. There might be a change of residence. I say that only because the side there's a change thing. It's like you got to cut something out for something else. Or you have to kind of change your situation and be uncomfortable for a little bit. I think is what it's more, yeah, you're kind of like, I gotta like, you know, do this a little longer. I'm not 100% sold on it, but, you know, I always like to point out the rose is pretty, but there's also thorns that come with it. So there could be a little growing pains along the way, but it does add up well. So with this tree, yeah, brass ring, baby. You know, if we were talking overall about a relationship, that's possible too. I didn't get a ton of cups action, which is why I didn't lean towards that. But, you know, there's something long-term, stable brass ring cycle that you're kicking off because there's a change. You know, this could be where that tower pops in because there's a before, there's an after with this. What's the after? Passion and going. So yeah, it's like once this goes, it's like boom, boom, boom. Expect the change to come. Expect people to not be 100% happy for you, which, you know, sucks, but that's often the case. But like I said, you're kind of untouchable. And if the opportunity comes in, be prepared for a little bit of growing pains, but ride it out because it's worth it in the end. And you get the recognition that you are deserving, Scorpio. Okay? So, let's see what the deck has to say for our cosmic pep talk here. Give me a good shuffle, babies. There we go. Getting better. You're being sticky. And one more. Okay, we have Carnelian. That's a pretty one. So creativity, vitality, regeneration, sexuality. I mean, it is a Scorpio we're talking about. So drawing this card indicates that it is a time to draw on your inner creative power and regenerate your life. In what areas of your life do you feel stifled? Use this energy to power forward. All right, get in that flow, Scorpio. That's what we have for the end of April. Like, share, subscribe if you get a chance, and I'll talk to you later.